Hey Sagittarius, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekly reading from November 24th through the 30th, 2025. This is for Sagittarius. Last shuffle coming out for Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on. We will resume dailies on December 1st, but on this week we got a lot of things going on. So, woo, right? Thanksgiving in America, such a big thing. The vast universe and deception. So, this is speaking a lot about where you're headed. Okay, throughout this week, you're going to be headed down a path, it feels, that is not, you're going to feel like everything is not what it seems. You'll feel like everything, like everyone's double talking. They're saying things, like you have to read between the lines. I feel you analyzing and intuitive, very intuitive. You may sense like jealousy, suspicion, or like materialistic behavior, which is just weird for you. Like they're showing it being like, what? It looks like you're expecting things to be different, but you're also expecting things to stay the same. To be honest with you, this whole week, it looks like every exchange you're going to feel like is fake, or you're going to there's like a lot of analyzing. Like I said, Nine of Swords is sometimes analysis paralysis, but not necessarily. It's usually the Eight of Swords for me. But Nine of Swords is telling me that right now you're just like a bundle of nerves. Or the week, throughout the week, certain events that are occur, you just will feel like each time the exchange was not genuine. And you may feel compelled to take action to clear things up, and I think that you should, rather than assume. Not to say that you are a person that does assume things, but you may be like, maybe I'm, like most fire signs, we're like, our first impression is to go, I know this person didn't just say first, right? Then it's like the more you think about it, the more you're like, nah, hold up. And it's a quick thought process. This part of, fire signs, just like they're always like, oh, they pop off first. And it's like, that's because our thought process is really quick. We're just jumping from thing to thing real quick. And then we're like, wait, no, that's looking a little crazy there for me. But I feel that it's important to let go of whatever is going on. They want you to say the universe totally supports every thought I choose to think and to believe. Right now, it's important not to raise your cortisol levels. Like, seriously, they're bringing up that you don't want to be that person that's stressed out and allowing that to pollute your body. It's like, let people do whatever, but clear things up really quick. And by clearing it up, they're speaking about asking, is everything okay, kind of vibe. And I feel like the message you're going to get back is like, of course everything's great. The way everyone is going to act towards you, like, are you sure you're okay? They're going to be like, no, everything's great. Why would you say that? um they want you to see the bigger picture of a situation here. And the bigger picture is that it's just, it's time to just, they want you to just glaze over it. Oh well, don't even don't ruminate, don't think about it, don't even worry about it. They're saying that may be somewhat the case. It could be, but that's not what's important, right? What's important is that you're about to create something big for yourself. Whatever you're embarking on, there's new gifts. This week you might be getting an answer back, like a positive answer, like a yes, you are approved. Yes, you're coming in. Yes, we'll accept this. Like, that's what's important. You don't need to be thrown off by double talk and innuendo and all that, which I see it occurring, but I also see that the deception is something you need to be worrying about. Isn't that, it's like none of my business how whatever's going on in your little world over there. Okay, kind of vibe, because I'm seeing angel number 1313 in this, and that tells me that it's time for you to start fresh, right? It's an encouragement to step out of your comfort zone, that to realize that the skills you have and the talents you have will bring you all kinds of profit. You need to put your mind towards that new, whatever it is. If you're trying to build a business, if you're trying to like sell certain kind of products, your own design, your own ingredients, your own recipes, whatever the case, you need to focus on that. Like every Sagittarius I know, okay, is extremely talented, extremely talented, and is always trying something new. I'm always like, boy, they know a lot about a lot. Like, and so that's what you should be focused on. Whatever your plans are, your objectives, whatever projects you got going on, focus on that. That's going to bring you the money. Forget whatever anybody's doing, because I feel like you have heightened analytical skills this week, right? Where you maybe last week you would have just glossed over something. You would have just been like, well, I mean, I guess maybe they thought that, maybe they acted that way, but who cares? This week you're going to be like, it's just a tone. It's just the way that they used their hands when they were talking that made me feel. It's just the way they sat down for me. And I feel that because you're going to read a lot into these things. I feel like this is like a spiritually, that's how things usually come, right? When you're getting blessings and there's something on the other end, because it's shifting, right? And as it shifts, something else on the back end is coming in. So it's facing you. Now it's coming, the back end is peeking around the other side. So you're getting what you want. Life is shaping up for you. But here comes the problems. People having attitudes, people having issues, people waiting on you. But then it's like the exchange, they're acting brand new all of a sudden, they're acting different. And it doesn't feel like it's positive all the way. It may be reminiscent of some kind of extra behavior, some kind of thing and it also looks like it's triggering from like a past life. Like it's a triggering thing. Like I don't know why, but the way that they just did that makes me feel uncomfortable. And then you do some research later and you realize that was a custom of a culture or a tribe back in so and so, that when someone does uses that one finger, that means it's trouble. Like it goes deep, it goes far, it goes down the rabbit hole, and I'm going down that rabbit hole. A creative endeavor with the Five of Cups and the Two of Pentacles this is something else here. Like I said, a creative endeavor, and it feels like you're being thrown back into the past on purpose. This is a Mercury retrograde, time frame, and during retrogrades, typically with Mercury, the communication, of course, sometimes gets jumbled at times, right? Because it's all Mercury is a very quick, this is quick, it's air, but then when it's starting to stay, basically, it's not necessarily going backward. That's the illusion, is going backwards. But when it's doing that, things just accordion up. Like if you had all these words coming, it accordions up. All of a sudden now it's all stacking together and jumbling up, and they're like, oh, we gotta wait, it's scrambled, we gotta redo it. And then you find even like your autocorrect on your phone, like all of a sudden it'll autocorrect to something that you were not trying to say, you know making, and it's not even a real word, it's a word, it's a mistake you made like last year. All of a sudden it's like, yeah, you mean this? That's happened to me so many times. I'm like, what? During a Mercury retrograde, you think you typed everything correctly, it'll autocorrect to the wrong spelling sometimes. I thought that was crazy. And so goes it for thoughts. So goes it for ideas coming towards you. Um, and also for things that you plan to work on, things you are working on, and then something else comes up. But so does the distractions. So do now um, more fires. People coming in with it may not be just people in general, but I see a lot of like, you may feel that people are jealous of you, like why are they disturbing my peace? And you may be very suspicious of other people too, because when you look at the bigger picture of things, it's like you really I see you digging real deep into the psychology of the people around you. Like, no, for real, why would you come over here? Why would you do this? No, seriously, let me ask you a real question here. I see, man, my brother is amazing with that. Like, I find the way he thinks, I'm sitting here like fascinated, like, yeah, yeah, answer the question. That's a good one there. But a consciousness of lack with the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Um, there's an awareness throughout the week that well, I want to say you don't have you don't feel burdened by, it feels like you don't feel burdened. You won't feel burdened. Or if when you think of the the burden part, the burdened by part, is that you, I feel that some of you are going to want to unburden yourselves by asking some people like, what is your deal? What did you mean by that? Um mm, but they want you to do it in a way where it's like, really, why would you say that? Not, no, what, no, repeat that. What, no, say it again slower. Why did you even ask me that? Instead of, you know what I mean? Because I feel like some of the people, the energy that they're coming towards you with would cause someone to ask that in that way. Like, not really. What's up? They're asking you to do it pleasantly, see the bigger picture. You don't even want to deal with this mess. They're showing that you don't need to have any fights on your hands. They are not giving me signs, which tells me that this is going to come from all different angles, all different directions with different people. And you are going to, they're not giving exactly the tone, or whatever they're coming with, but it just feels like you're analyzing things, and that you are starting to see a level of stuff within them that you didn't see before. So, with that being said, you want to focus your thoughts mostly on your skills and your talents throughout the week. And if you are using them to be of service to others, keep your focus on the service and what you're creating. You do not want to be distracted, sidelined by anything else. You're meant to rise out of this. This is just like a distraction throughout the week. I don't understand why everyone's getting challenges this week. It's always like that on throughout holiday weeks. I'm like, you understand the challenges that keep coming. It's not like, oh, this is such a great time, we're just gonna sit around and have fun. No, it's always some challenges or something. It's so odd. And so I see the color yellow in this. Yellow is speaking this, it's like a pure yellow about purifying the body. And a lot of times that would mean you want to focus on eating yellow foods, lemonade, lemons, um, beans, even, right? I see like pickles, olives, those type of things, sauerkraut. You don't have to, I mean, that shouldn't be something that you just focus all of your attention on, but if you could pile on a little yellow on your plate, or eat a banana or something, it would be very beneficial to your body, beneficial to you, and also will uplift the solar plexus. And because that is the source of our confidence in self. And so spirit wants you to focus on that, especially if you start feeling in so many ways like you're about to lose it. I think that you should listen to 320 hertz frequency, and that could be played in the background, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, play it in the background, or just in your head, like you have headphones in, play that in the background. It could be very silent. You could just have it on your TV somewhere, playing it silently in the background. But you would want to use like wear crystals like citrine, tiger's eye, yellow jasper, amber, pyrite. Wear it, have them in your pocket, sit them in the room wherever you're going to be. And yeah, yellow foods, whole grains as well. And if you're gluten free, within reason, right? Um, yeah, you want to use the scent juniper, bergamot, peppermint, ginger, and lemon. You want to use that, also in the background, like you have a gingery smell, this scented something also. So yeah, so no signs here. So if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.